This video is only one part of an in-depth review, so check out the rest at thegoodride.com. Thanks for watching.
Get my kook juice on. Woo-hoo-hoo. That is fun. So who better to review Kook's only board than this kook right here? And this is the Capita Spring Break Powder Twin. Super fun board right here. This is just an initial take. I didn't really get a lot of time on it. Just had one run in some powder. I had to earn my own turns with the drift boards, Union quiver discs, and the Expedition bindings, my Burton Tourist boots, and I went up in some pretty good snow, about like this. Occasional patch here and there that was wind affected and icy on the way down, but for the most part, pretty good early season powder. I mean, this is late November and I've been getting some amazing powder days already. This is just, I hope this season keeps on this way. To give you a short summary, this is a big, wide, true twin with a super wide nose, super wide waist, super wide tail. It's just something you want to ride centered and just get after it, and it floats like a champ. And that's mainly what we're going to talk about here. But just getting into sizing, I was really in between going 162 or 159. I ended up choosing the 159, and I'm really glad I did. It's all the board I need, and it was very easy for me to handle and manage with my specs. And this can fit a really big boot because it is a really wide board. It's not like a lot of the other spring break boards that have a super wide nose, super wide waist, but then come down to a super tapered kind of narrow tail. So pretty much anybody can ride this, almost any foot size, I believe. So that's cool. As far as the shape goes, true twin, it's got a mellow camber underfoot, a mellow flat, quickly transitioning into early rise on both sides. It's very stable. It feels very good to flat base underfoot, and I'm sure it's great one footing. I didn't try it, but I'm not getting off lifts. But flex, look at this thing, man. This is stiff for a twin. It is, I would say, medium stiff, bordering on stiff. It doesn't feel super light and playful. This feels kind of semi-aggressive, but I like it. It's got lots of pop, and I was surprised at how easy it buttered for the flex. It must be just that early rise, giving you a little bit of extra to play around. It felt pretty playful for how wide it was, and I was kind of surprised about that. And the base, I just want to talk about this new powder drive base. I was really impressed. I used to get on spring break boards, then compare them to other boards, and sometimes I felt like the bases just weren't keeping up with some of the really high-end, super fast bases out there. Like when I would compare them sometimes to like Jones powder boards and such, I was like, whoa, that's a faster base. It's clearly faster. This and the base on the Diamond Tail 154 just have glide. All the new bases in the spring break powder line are definitely a step up, and I didn't even wax this, and this thing just kept its speed so well. Loved that. Really didn't get much uneven terrain, can't really talk about that, but you can pick up some decent speed with this. And edge hold isn't great, but it's a powder board, so you know, as long as you're not really dropping in on a lot of icy, you know, steep icy parts to get to the good powder, you'll be fine. Now, the way this turned in powder, I was surprised because I really thought it would be pretty slow, but it's very doable, very manageable for my size 9 boots. I could turn this pretty quick. I would trust this in medium trees, not a real tight, narrow tree line where you have to really weave in and out. But I would trust it in kind of that medium width trees and medium width kind of line through trees. I think that would do well. But powder, okay. In a time of all these directional boards that are sent to me to review, I can't tell you how much fun it was to go out on a true twin that could float like this. To go out centered and duck and just be able to try to ride switch and powder. It's been a long time since I've done that. And to just be able to play around and spin and just have fun in it. Just take a different approach to powder riding from all these surfy directional rides. I couldn't believe it. And this just floats incredibly well. I felt like I was right on top of the snow, and that fast bass was just planing me through everything. It was a pleasure. I loved riding this in powder, and I'm gonna keep this. This is a blast. This is such a fun way to ride powder. Sorry, my lips are freezing, it's cold. But anyways, you can ride this switch, you can do everything. I'm gonna do a follow-up review, but for those of you looking for a powder twin, there are not many out there. This is the best one I've tried, and I just love the way this floats for having a centered stance and being a twin.
All our reviews are a best effort, objective opinion from an average rider's perspective. There's no brand oversight, and we're free to say whatever we want. We send back everything unless it's a favorite, then we ask to keep those or straight up buy them. Now, if you need advice, fill out the Me Harmony profile in the Contact Us section of the site. It's the only way I can help you properly. If you want to support us, and if what we reviewed appeals to you, it helps if you buy through our links. So, thanks for watching.